live. And we're live. What's up, folks? Starting with a little something as a palate cleanse for the day. I have nice, yeah, I'm really happy with the records I have lined up here today. Hope you like them too. And then I have a few others I sort of didn't plan on, but you know, they'll make sense in the stream. Who's out there? Got a different mic set up today. Hey Romeo. Hey Mike. Yeah, I got a pretty seriously heavy-duty UK jazz record here, but it's a reissue. But it's a 4-figure album. But that I'll show later. I'm just starting things here with the Bitchin' Bajas. I just got this. This is their first. I think it's one of the earliest albums. It's a self-titled album. I hadn't had this yet, and this is super special. This band is the more I hear of them, the more I feel like they're gonna go down as a pretty seriously great band. They're actually coming to Ithaca, believe it or not. So I will be seeing them in a week and a half, out of nowhere. Oh, we got some folks. Mike, Dave. Hello there. What's up, Kazam? Michael. Hello. Tice. What's up, Tice? Sorry. Hello, Rob. Kieran. I think I owe you a response. So yeah, I have a small pile of records that in a month or so, I sort of put aside things that I see from my distributor to feature in this sort of in this forum here, and I sort of buy a few copies, and I kind of feel like it'd be a cool way to sort of support this channel to buy them from me. I certainly don't make much off it, as everyone knows. You don't make any money off new records, but I did this a month or so ago, and so I thought I'd try it again today. Howdy, Alan, old indie rocker like me. So yeah, I was just playing this. This isn't one of the ones I was officially going to put out there, but I can get copies of this, but so can, you could probably find this on your own as well. But if anyone's interested. But I'm going to present to you a couple of records. The ones I really intended to. We'll start first with this duo record. This is a sort of Avance guitar and drums duo. Marissa Anderson, who has played with all kinds of people. Tara Jane O'Neill, William Tyler. She's kind of like a guitar, almost a session guitarist, but she does plenty of her own sort of recordings. And then Jim White, you should all know, has played with Bill Callahan, Cat Power, of course, Dirty 3. And this is their second duo record together. If you like, experimental, if you like sort of, it's kind of a free jazz type thing, I would say, but it's not. It's more on the sort of avant rock, I guess, but there are sort of jazz moments to it. This is on the Thrill Jockey label. I got a few copies of this, and I can get more if anyone's interested. I'm gonna put my little ticker. Someone's like, you should have a ticker with your price and everything, and that was a great idea. So let's do that. Go. Okay. So who am I missing here? Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hey Alex. What are we talking about? Omnivore. I must have missed something. What's up, Adam? So I'm going to put this on in a second. I don't know how long I'll go today. Usually after these I like to sort of do a discussion. I may just do like an hour on this and maybe do an open discussion later this week with about another topic. So let me put this on. I have been playing Bitchin' Bajas. So that's what that was. now I'm going through sort of the manual setup, but I'm using a nice microphone tonight, so hopefully it sounds decent. Oh yeah. Tight hole. Don't worry, this is my copy that I'm destroying. Bitchin' Bajas. How's everyone doing? All well and swell out there? So yeah, I have an account. I have a few wholesale accounts actually. I typically only use the Forced Exposure account, so I order records through there. I used to order a lot more, and now I sort of order things that I'm interested in, and sometimes I'll ask around if anyone wants some things from there, and I figured I'd bring it to this forum, and here we are. This is a blue vinyl. Yeah, blue. So this is what I'm selling right now. If anyone wants copies of this. And hopefully my voice over the music works. Hey, Marius. You got it. So this is the second duo record that they've done. They did one a couple of years ago called The Quickening, also on Thrill Jockey. And again, let me know if the balance between mic and music is okay. But this is actually recorded in 2022, honestly, which is, you know, a little bit of a delay. So Thrill Jockey usually I find to be pretty consistent, if not always like essential, interesting. But as of late, I found Thrill Jockey to be quite reliable. So this is called Swallowtail, and I'm asking $27 for it. Are you back in Watertown, Joe? Ah, good old classical dollar records. I know it. Yeah, it is. This, you know, there's been some really great avant guitar and drum duos that lately. Steve Gunn and John, forgetting his last name, the Steve Gunn duo records are very good. Those are also maybe on Thrill Jockey, if I remember correctly, or associated label. And then there's these. There's a few other. But yeah, this is Jim White from the Dirty Three, primarily, with Marissa Anderson. And it's pretty lovely. I mean, I really get into this stuff. It's out there enough, but it's also sort of relaxing enough, and sort of it hits both of those kinds of things. Yeah, that's a different kind of duo. That one's a little more out, as you may or may not know. Chris Corsano, who's actually a local Ithaca guy. He lives here now. He's lived here for a while now, almost the same time I got here. So yeah, Jim White and Marissa Anderson. We'll listen to this for a little bit, and we'll chat. We'll chat, and then we'll move on. I have five. I'm really focusing on 5 records within, as well as a couple other things I'll show after. One night I missed the thread here between Paul and Michael. Yeah. So yes, you should, Joe. You should do that. The big one is Hudson Valley Vinyl. I don't know if you've been there yet. Are you gonna go through there? Yeah, you can go through there. I think you can go a faster way, but that's really what you take the thruway, the New York State Thruway. It's right off 80. Well, not right off 87, but somewhat off 87. But I would absolutely go to Hudson Valley Vinyl. And well, you know, if you want to come through Ithaca, let me know. It's not on the way for you though. There's some great places in. Just answering this. There's some great shops in Rhino Records is in. It's one of the SUNY schools. Why am I forgetting the name of that town? Rhino Records is one of the shops. Not Purchase. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway. Yeah, Beacon. Joe knows it here. Hey, Joe. Hudson Valley Vinyl's in Beacon. It's much closer to the city. So if you've never been there, you should definitely go there. It's pretty small, but well curated. Chris and John are the two owners. Chris is the guy I'm most friends with. He's more of the jazz guy, and then John does all the rock stuff. But you can go through the whole store pretty quick, and they're really good. They know what they're doing. Yeah, Chris Corsano was in Rangda, which you could, with Sir Richard. Speaking of Sir Richard, we'll get to or that's really Alan Bishop, but we'll get to a Sublime Frequencies release in a second. This is not an Albini recording, no, Alex, but yes, this is recorded by Nick Huggins. Is Rhino Records? Yeah, so there's another Rhino Records in. Why can't I think of it? Not purchased, but that's gonna kill me. I'll find it offline and email you or something. New Paul's, thank you, Dave. I'm forgetting my upstate New York towns. New Paul's has got a few good shops in it. Hudson Valley Vinyl, and that depends which way you're going. Yeah, there's of course in Hudson, but Hudson's out of the way, I think. Hey Pat. Good group here tonight. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. I've had a busy Saturday. I got Cornell graduation tomorrow. I'm kind of DJing it. I'm not really DJing it. They wanted, to make a long story short, there's usually a band that plays that I play in, which is sort of a gimmick band. It's for a smaller section of the this isn't the big graduation. But that band's not playing, and so they've asked my group to sort of deal with music, since we deal with audio visual, and they were like, they know I listen to records, like, you can DJ records. I'm like, I'm not bringing records to a graduation, so I'm just doing like laptop, like setting up a playlist and leaving it, but I have to be there to sort of monitor it and make sure it doesn't just die. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, plus plus other stuff, barbecue. Anyway, hope everyone's having a great weekend. Yeah, Zoamba also played here with Corsano. The 2-0 played here. Well, Dave mentioned it, so they played here in Ithaca. Thanks, Pat. Yeah, that was sort of a surprise. I decided to sort of move on. Redwood. Where the hell is Redwood? I don't know. But anyway, this is what we're listening to. If anyone's interested, you can feel free to email me. You don't have to do it right on the spot here, but we'll move on in a second. Get some good. Oh, thanks, Marius. I'm assuming you're talking about me. I don't know. Oh my God, what's up, Sean? Yeah, the new Miriam Gendron. I gotta listen to it again. I have to say, it didn't knock my socks off. I like her though. I really do like her. I like what she does, but it didn't grab me the first time. Yes, in the shop at Angry Mom Records. Zoamba and Chris Corsano. The new Beth Gibbons, I have to hear it. I definitely am familiar. So yeah, so this is where this is sort of the vicinity, or kind of the style where this record lives in. So if you're enjoying this, you can expect a whole record of this. And I recommend the Quickening is too. I have that. That's the first duo they did together. Yes, Sean is Cole's Train, if that's public knowledge. But anyway, yeah, Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape. We got a couple Seans. I don't know if Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape's here, but all right, I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna play this new Sublime Frequencies release, which I was not familiar with this group. I didn't even look them up, but they are Egyptian. It's a trio, and this one might be a big record this year for me. I have a feeling. I only listened to it like first side. I just got these this week. I have a few copies of these, and I can get more. But it's an Egyptian trio with violin, oud, synthesizer. I'll read more about it in a second. Farfisa organ. I think this could be a big one this year. And it's Sublime Frequencies. Recently, I haven't necessarily been buying everything, but I do love the label. Yeah, we can talk about that. Stunty hit me to that. These are not new speakers. I do want to upgrade these. These are Avids. I bought these the year of COVID. They're pretty good. But I know people are going to say, like, your speakers are so close to each other. I don't have any choice. The records are eating the home, people. They're eating the home. I have nowhere else to go, okay? We talk about it all the time. Where else can I put speakers? Where else can I put records? This is it. Unless we move, okay? So, I know. Someone wants to criticize my speaker placement. Go for it. Come at me. Anyway, I'm going to put this on. Yeah, I know. I just got crazy defensive. All right, so that's there you are. Nice. It's really nice. Yeah, let's see. So Farfisas are beautiful. There was a moment where I was going to buy a Farfisa, and then I was going to buy a Fender Rhodes. I did neither. And here I am. So let's put this on and we'll talk more about this. The refrigerator. So everyone knows the Sublime Frequency label, right? I mean, it's Alan Bishop. You know, you have Sir Richard Bishop and Alan, the brothers. Of course, there's a Sun City Girls connection, but they've been running the Sublime Frequencies label for, what, 20, 25 years now? Typically music that is, you know, has all kinds of influence, Middle Eastern for sure, but then they've done Asian music. They've done all kinds of interesting international flavored music, and mainly new releases or new issues, not necessarily reissues. But I read in the blurb about this that Alan Bishop considers this like a definitive Sublime Frequencies record because of the territory it mines. This is the insert. This is a modern group recorded June 13, 2023 in Egypt. I like that this one guy has a hard hat on. And so we have an oud player, we have a pianist, composer, a free jazz player here who's talking about Cecil Taylor and Ligeti, and then we have a violin player, but one of them is playing the Farfisa and one of them is also doing synth and stuff like that. So this really is going to hit a lot of good spots. I mean, I really feel like it's going to sort of be in some of those Italian records in the early 80s, you know, that sort of mine that sort of pan-European or pan-African, pan-global, really, sort of territory. Let's see, what am I missing? It's right here if you want it. Yep, I'm going to put up my little banner, my little hard sale banner here. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Everything I've listened to, and I've been buying some of the more obscure Bitch and Baja's records, some of the early ones. It's all great. There's a few that are good, but that one I played is fantastic. There's the one on Important I don't have. I think that's the first record, but in any case. Which one are we talking? Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't totally explained that, but yeah, you can just you can go ahead and send the payment, and that'll suffice, and I will follow up with you with shipping. Put your email, or you can email me with your address. If you could do friends and family, that'd be great, but you can send an email with the address too. Obviously, I'll need that. I have multiple copies of these, and I can get more. So if 32 people want these, in theory, I could get that many. Yeah. Yes. I don't love everything I heard with Some City Girls, but certain stuff is great. There's no question. Which one? Which one are we talking? I missed that too. Oh, the Farfisa. Yes, Farfisa. Yeah, yeah. That came up. I was talking about that record yesterday, and I had the original of Torch of the Mystics, but I decided to keep the reissue over the original, which I never do, because they greatly improved the sound quality. I know that Sun City Girls aren't known as like not an audiophile band or anything, but the original I found to be a little too lo-fi, or like, because it's kind of an Avant guitar record. It's got some really great sounding guitar on it, and actually guitar sound that I particularly love, that really I kind of copy Torch of the Mystics by Sun City Girls. And so I found the reissue to be just it delivered on that sound a little more. All right, it's yours, man. Yeah, I only have a couple. I don't think I've ever even shown them. But so anyway, this is just out from Sublime Frequencies. I'll read what it says here. Recorded in Alexandria, Egypt, the handover is inspired by ritual music from the Egyptian countryside. A mix of mesmerizing violin improvisations, psychedelic synth solos, percussive farfisa organ, and repetitive oud riffs based on an original composition by Ali Essa. The result is a hypnotic buildup that traverses from meditative minimalism to explosive dance rhythms. I guess we'll hear some of that. Here they are on the back too. I haven't seen him yet, no. I would love to. Yeah, he certainly is in that style of, obviously, of the avant rock guitar players. I've been loving his more... I have to get that guitar quartet, live quartet record. I love that. I will get it at some point. That's on his Palalea imprint. But I've been loving Orkut's solo records. Yeah, so this really does remind me of like Riccardo Sinajalia and his band there. What's it called? God, I'm forgetting all the stuff I don't forget ever, like New Paul's and a Futuro Antico. So we'll listen to a little bit of this. I don't know, what else is new? What else is new? Anyone else got some new ones they want to discuss? Oh, nice. Harry Pussy is excellent. It's insane. It's great. It's crazy. It's great, crazy good. I love Harry Pussy. I don't really actually have any Harry Pussy records. I just don't. I don't know. Sometimes there's things like that. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. That music or records that you really like, but you just, I don't know, you just didn't get around to buying them. I don't really have any other real reason for it. A lot of it has to do with things I can and can't, like, it doesn't work well in the house for me. So if it's something that's not going to work well in the house for me, there's no point in me buying the record. But when we would play it in the record shop, I'm all over it. I love it. Libyan Dream. I don't have that one. Oh, I wasn't familiar with that, Dave. What's up, Jose? That's what we got on the docket here. So if you want to buy it, you can. You can buy it from me, or buy it on your own. I don't give a damn. It's just, you know, I'll make a tiny bit of coin off of this. Tiny bit. A little bit. So again, like I said, I didn't even research whether this band has other records. I will tell you right now. But I'm loving where it's going. Is it even on Discogs yet? I don't think it is. So there must be a brand new group. Yeah. This is all that's on Discogs is this record, so... unless some of these artists have done individual things, I'll look at that up another time, but... Where's the insert? Sure it is. Here they are again. Let's see. Interesting. I timed out some people on Stunty's stream last week, or it was that was fun. Yeah, they did some stuff on Silk Breeze. Yep. Oh, I like Mia Dot. I never tried to say her name out loud. Mia Duatad. That's tough to say. What's up, Sean? So, me and you got to talk. What do you think I've been buying? What do you think I've been buying? Yeah. I'm filling in holes for records that I should have bought. Silkworm is a really underappreciated and excellent band. And heavily tied to Albini. Yeah. And they're great. I mean, not everything is absolutely top-notch, but I think right around the late 90s and early 2000s, the Silkworm stuff is super special to me. And also Matt Cadane of Bedhead plays on a couple of them, and he was in the touring band too, so that was an interest for me. Well, Alan, so yeah, I mean, other than some Japanese records that are in my want list, there's really only one record that I'm looking for from Japan. It's a Japanese pressing. I've talked about it before. It's like I've talked about it to a lot of people. I don't know. This is a whole nother sidebar that I want to get into on another stream, is like the idea of like talking about records you're looking for. I personally like to. It's actually really worked out for me this year. And I'm going to do my video of the first half of 2024 and all the records I sort of was targeting and I told everyone I was looking for. There's been some really serendipitous things that have happened for me to get some of those records that wouldn't have happened necessarily. Well, I don't know. Maybe they would have. But I've been able to get them, I think, a couple of them for sure, because I talked about them on YouTube. So, but this one, it's almost invisible. Jose, I thought Jose hooked me, like figured out a way for me, pointed me in the right direction, but it turned out to not be legit. So I'll tell you offline, Alan. Wheeled that brand. What else? Yeah, the Lamont Young, whatchamacallit, the Superior Vita did one of them. Which one was it? The one that was redone. I can't think of anything tonight. What else am I missing here? Hey, what's up, fellow degenerate, John? Yeah, aren't you going to Portland? This is again what we're listening to. If anyone wants to buy this record for me, there's the deal. Bum stream. I was watching a bunch of that. I didn't really say much, but I was watching some of that. One chord for 60 minutes. Sounds awesome. Anyway, I think we'll move on. If anyone wants to claim this, go ahead and send me the details. You can send the payment. I will confirm with you and get it sorted. All right, next. Yep, my only complaint is this is the inner sleeve. I don't really care for that. I know, I'm gonna go all audiophile on you. But that's a little shoddy, but no big deal. I actually think this is better than the plain white paper sleeves. The rounded white paper inners are just a pet peeve for me. I like the square paper inners. sounds like I'm kidding, but it's actually true. I hate the rounded ones. I don't know why. Don't try this at home. No, I have to stand up. So yeah, this is the latest Sublime Frequencies record. This one's tight too. It's two parts, the handover part 1 and part 2. So it's 2 long tracks. Now everything I'm showing, I'm not. Yeah, these are all mainly records I am keeping because I am adding to the collection because I like them that much and I wanted to present them to you folks. So for the most part, I keep all the ones I'm sort of discussing. The next one I'm going to show. This is a rock band. I don't know if anyone knows this band, but this one I discovered their first record probably the end of last year, pretty recently. And the description calls this a supergroup, but I hate that term. It's not a supergroup, but you do have on this record, and not on their first one, you do have a young Steve Shelley on this record. Fred Thomas is in the Water Damage Band, which is a Rev approved group. And then there's I think one of the guys was in T-Vex, so it has like a punk, more modern garage punk kind of thing. But this is like a post-punk krautrocky sort of amalgamation, and it sounds like that. It's on the 12XU label, pretty good label. I've definitely, gone for a few of their things. I only have 2 copies of this, but I love this one. So this is a rock record, okay? If you can stand it. And they are called Winged Wheel, if I didn't sort of say that. Big Hotel. I think this band is going to start to make a little noise. I have a feeling. So, check it out. Maybe a masochist? Yep. Yeah. Silkworm's not talked about quite enough. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I talked about Uzita. I have all the Uzita records except for the early ones, which I don't think are very good. Basically everything on Touch and Go, which are the really great ones. They might be. I think I love the vocalist. I love her. Uzita is an Italian band, one of the few bands Albini would travel. I think he would travel if you paid him well enough, but he did travel to Italy to record Uzita. Uzita is awesome. Awesome band. Yeah, well, so I'll just tell you, there was this record, Brenda Ray. It's a reggae dub record, and she's English. I have everything she did except for this one record. I have it on CD. It's called Walata, and it came out in 2012 on vinyl. 2010, 2012, and I bought the CD then, and it's been invisible since. And I don't want to tell the whole story, but I've been trying to track it for a long time, and I've talked about it quite a bit. And I was telling Jose about it with Alex, and Jose found a couple of online Japanese retailers that seemed to have it. I thought I was going to have to make a bank transfer. I tried to do all kinds of things to get this record, but my brother, Tice, goes to Japan all the time. He works for Honda, my oldest brother. I'm really going down the sidebar here, but my brother put me in touch with a Japanese friend of his, and I said, hey, can you check out this seller? I bought this record. I have a confirmation. They want me to make a money transfer only, which I was prepared to do, but they weren't giving me all the info. And his Japanese friend was like, no, this is a scam. It's a scam. He looked into it. So, however, because of Jose, I give Jose credit, I'm now specifically checking Japanese retailers, because the record is pressed by M Records, who reissued Roland P. Young Isophonic Boogie Woogie. They issued this record, Not a reissue. This is the first issue of it, obviously. It's a record, by the way, Brenda Ray. It uses 70s dub instrumentals with recordings of her in the 90s, and she put them together, and it's amazing. And obviously, I'm really a fan of it. And it was issued on vinyl for the first time in 2012. It was 12, and I've been looking for it ever since. I bought the CD that day because the record was $30. Anyway, that's the record. This is not the record I'm looking for, but this is great. Sure, great to see you. This is Winged Wheel. And as I said, does feature Steve Shelley. I don't know if he's playing on all of it, but... And if this is too loud, maybe it's a little loud. You let me know. Yes, he did the most recent one for sure. Yeah, I need to read that. Yep, I need to read that. I was recommended I should read that book. That'll get him off your trail, John. All the haze. Yes. Yes, Adam. Yep. Yeah, people can get in touch with me later. Really, this is just a way to sort of spread these records. And if you feel like buying them, go for it. So this is what we're listening to. This is their second album. No CDs, no digital. They're only, I think, no digital, but no, that's probably not true. What am I saying? But they only have vinyl. Whoa. I want propagation of negation. That's good. Okay, I'll look at that. Kozloy? Was it Kozloy's running it? Yeah, I know that for a while 12XU was distributing records through Matador. This one's kind of the banger. Anyway. Yeah, it's bullshit. Supergroups is the worst. When I look at the names, there's a few bands I was somewhat aware of. T-Vec was the most notable. And then they added this guy Fred Thomas, who's in Water Damage, and of course Mr. Shelley there. I think Steve Shelley's just like, it's funny to see what all the different members of Sonic Youth have done. Like, he's just kind of up for playing in whoever's band. I know he played in Disappears for a while. He's sort of a free agent, really. Maybe I should see if he's available. I don't know about that, Jose. I can't endorse that one. Life Metal, that's the one. Yeah, really good. I like it, Dave. I like Life Metal. That was an Albini. So what am I doing with this one? Did I put the banner up on this one? No. Nope. $24. Cheap. Cheap. That's cheap in 2024. I think this was a song he released as a single, so anyway. There's more info for you. Carl Saff, great mastering engineer. Lots of heated discussion in the chat. I love it. So the next one, I'll get to in a second. This might be controversial. I don't know if anyone's going to want it, but I think everyone should at least check out this band if you don't know them. Where are we? And this is, yes, admittedly a completist sort of release. It's archival material and live material never before issued, never before released. And it's awesome. A great photo on the back here of Jim O'Rourke and David Grubbs. Oh, all the awesome people are here. So I'm going to put this on. Now, this is not Gastr del Soul really sort of reuniting or anything. This is just, I'm not sure why it's coming out now, but it has a lot of stuff that was on CD only. Like I'm looking at it right here. A track from the Table of the Elements release. Much of Table of the Elements records were all CDs. But Jim O'Rourke and David Grubbs formed Gastr del Soul. Now, actually, David Grubbs did after Bastro with Bundy K. Brown stopped. And the first Gastr del Soul didn't have Jim O'Rourke. I guess it had members of Bastro, and then those dudes left, and Jim O'Rourke joined for the second album. So this is all music, though, that is done by O'Rourke and Mr. Grubbs. Here's another great inside the box. Yeah, it's a box set. Don't love that, but sometimes you make exceptions. So let me put this on. This one's a little more expensive, of course, but worth it. So I'm gonna pull that. There it is. That was Winged Wheel. I recommend the first record too. Now these guys do it right. I do like a nice black lined inner sleeve. Very nice. So nice. Okay. So what do we have? This is a triple LP box. And let's hear a previously unreleased live record or live track, The Seasons Reverse, from 1997, an Australian live recording. This is on Drag City. Gastr del Soul is influenced by the avant-garde, John Fahey. You know, they kind of were doing post-rock early on, so what's happening? I'll ship you a Winged Wheel, Alan. Yeah, gotta get that to Canada. Yeah, email me. Let's sort it out. I'm trying to make, yeah, this is kind of, you know, certainly I don't have a web store or anything. We're doing this sort of ad hoc. All the best things in life are ad hoc. Aha, sports fans. You are. Yeah, I heard that, Dave. I don't really care for the new Kim Gordon, I have to say, but I think Kim Gordon's amazing, of course. So John McIntyre of Tortoise is on some of this. Bundy K. Brown, also a Tortoise associate, is on some of this, and Bundy K. Brown was in Bastro, was in the earliest version of this group. But it's mainly Grubbs and O'Rourke. Hello, Chris. I've fallen off of most of the sports watching myself. I don't have time for anything. It's been tough. Yeah, I met Steve and Lee have met a few times, actually. Sun Kill Moon. Ouch, ouch. The water damage is good. I think I like in E. No, this is in E, right? I think I like the last one a little better, but I think it's like selling out. I think they're kind of getting hard to find now. I'm selling one of them. I have a copy. I'm selling a Water Damage record on my Discogs. So, yeah, this is probably might be a place to start with this band because you really do get all of their different feels. I'll jump around a little bit on this because I want you to hear like the different styles. They'll have stuff that's sort of faster, almost punk at times, but then they do this. There's like straight up avant-garde noise on this too. This third track on this side is an unreleased live track from recorded in New York, 1997. Definitely. Yep, that's where I get my records from, Forced Exposure. I think they're out of it now. Like I said, I'm selling a copy on my Discogs if you're interested, Ryan. I wish, I hope. Yeah, we've talked about that too, Sean. The Table of the Elements stuff, of course, the thing he did with Cul-de-sac, CD only so far. Yep. What's up, Ben? Yeah, well, we can work it out. I mean, you could probably find some of this stuff in New Zealand, but I did make an order from New Zealand for I got the Sporting Life LP that we talked about. I'll be showing that at some point, but I made an order from New Zealand from this not Slow Boat, but Slow. No, it is Slow Boat. Slow Low is New Mexico. Slow Boat in New Zealand. So I have some new Flying Nun stuff. Hey Shane, all is okay. Don't know that one, Rumbled. This is what we're playing though. Gastr del Soul, we have many titles. As I said, it's an archival box set, 3 LP set of stuff that was on CD only, unreleased music, and live records. So I'm going to jump a bit. This is also sort of in their wheelhouse. David Grubbs, of course, another underappreciated guitar player. This was taken from a Red Hot and Bothered, a Red Hot organization comp. Remember the Red Hot comps in the 90s? Apparently this is on one. It's pretty quiet. Interesting. There was a time where I was working some of his None Such records in the early 2000s. Bill Frisell, good guitar player as well. And Ebes, how do you even say that? Abes, out of Poland, sure. Okay. Intriguing. You know that one, Pat? I did, Dave. I meant to tell you. Sorry, man. Yes, I got it. Safely. Blotto. Wow, okay. I haven't heard Blotto's name in a while. Is it Blotto with 2 T's, though? Ottman? I've heard of Ottman. Yeah, I have heard of Ottman. I don't know that I've listened to him, though. So we have this. This is pretty, like, very different, you know? Pretty minimal and sparse comparatively. And then let's jump to A3 here. This is the track recorded in New York City. Maybe I'll just go to the second side of this for a quick second, for a hot second. But anyway, I highly recommend Camouflure, Mirror Repair, if you are looking for some other Drag City records, or some other Gastr del Soul records. I love this live shot here. That's awesome. I love on artwork sleeve design when there's like a band shot, a stage shot, you know, audience shot. Those are always, I love it because it's always a timepiece. You know, you really get to see like what people were wearing. This is probably from the late 90s. Like, it gives you an idea of what the venue was like. One of my favorite art or designs of that kind of ilk, I'll show you. Where is it? Yeah. I love this. What a great shot of the stage and the audience there. There's so much going on. You can see, like, I think they're in the middle of a freak out there, but you have like people sort of talking to each other. Just chaos. Anyway, I love these kinds of photographs for sleeves. Ottman did? He does have a new release. Yeah, I want to hear it. He took the Valley of Search and sort of inverted the cover. Alright, so let's just play a bit of the second side here. Get the full breadth of Gastr del Soul if you've never heard him. This is from the Hey Drag City comp. This is Jim O'Rourke singing. Hey, what's up? Yeah, this is the Gastr del Soul. I'm selling these. I got a few copies of these if anyone wants to buy them. Otherwise, I'm going to go out on the street during the Ithaca Festival next week and sell them hard. Oh, is he? Interesting. Yeah, I can put my link to my Discogs, but you don't have to buy it from Discogs if you, because then I can just sell it to you off Discogs. But I'll show you know, I'll put what else is up there. I only have like a few new records. I'm not, for a while I had tons of stuff on there, but right now this is all I have. Potentially, can you email me, Sean? I may, if not tonight, tomorrow, I can definitely talk. Yeah, email me at that address I'm scrolling. Or seekingathread@gmail.com as well. I got a few. Yeah, that's another one I gotta hear. I gotta catch up on a bunch. Alright, after this, let's see. This is a beautiful ambient one on this. This is definitely a less rock sort of set, for sure. They definitely have some more rock aspects if that's what you're interested in, but this band is very diverse, very diverse. I mean, they're really this full breadth of the avant-garde and underground music, a little bit of indie. We're kind of getting more of the quiet stuff up. There's definitely some avant-garde and more free music on some of the later records, but this is from the split single with Tony Conrad, actually, The Japanese Room at La Pagode. This was a Table of the Elements release of some kind. I don't know it. All right, I'm going to jump to the last sort of record I'm going to present, and then I'll throw a few others out there. Okay, yeah, this Blotto, the American sort of hard rock or punk band, too. Okay. This is still technically the record. Bye, Jose. We shall talk. Oh, wow. I got to catch up on these comments. Sorry, folks. They're just showing about the cramps. Ooh, good. Yes. Brofman's awesome. I love that Brofman record. Yeah, I haven't liked everything, but I like those archival comps. There's 3 of them. Those are cool. Yes. Yes. Good point. I have to hear that. That's down at the record shop. I got to hear it. So I'm going to present this. I talked about on a video. I know Stunty talked about this. This is super special. I actually prefer his first album, Baraka, but this is Claus Weiss. When I say I prefer the first one, like, that's a 10 to me, and this is like a 9. So I have some copies of this to sell. This is Maracaba from 1982, Claus Weiss, or Weiss, I guess. Not to be confused with the German drummer. This is the German percussionist and real expert with the Tibetan bowls. And he's big about how he does not use synthesizers on his records. And this is the second release. Well, let me put it on. We'll talk more. I talked about it on a video, but we'll talk about it again now. It's got tight, very austere labels. Okay, so that was Gastr del Soul. Here's the back cover again. Get in touch if you're interested. So let's put on Maracaba by Claus Weiss from 1982. Originally a tape, just like Baraka was, which was released in 1980. This is the first edition on vinyl, which you can still get, and you can get copies from me. Apparently they only made 500 of these, so I really think this is one you shouldn't ignore. This is a first press right here. First pressed LP. And it's 2-side long tracks, The Ritual and The Ritual, Part 2. This is absolutely top-tier ambient music. He does have some help on here. Ted DeJong playing percussion, but Claus Weiss voice, Tibetan singing bowls, harmonium, zither, drums, tambura, no synthesizer. Yes, absolutely tight. I think I prefer Baraka by just a hair because it has a bit more of a expansive sound, like a little bit. It feels like there's a little bit more going on. This one is just a startling ambient record. Absolutely great. And this one, what am I asking? Yeah, I'm like nickel and diming. 24, 25, 26, but that's kind of the way it goes. I'll read you the hype sticker. Look no further for some classic contemporary ambient music. Originally released on tape in 82, Maracaba is the second solo album from German electronic wizard Claus Weiss, a Popol Vuh member. I didn't mention that yet. He played on a couple of Popol Vuh records. Yeah, he was on Hosanna Mantra and Select Prisum. So that's what it mentions there. Limited to 500. I've got a few of these. Get in touch if you're interested, or just go ahead and grab it. Yeah, if you want to send payment and email me, I'll make sure we get it sorted. Yeah. Yeah, the Baraka says the same thing on the back. No synthesizers. So let's listen to this for a minute. I have to go talk to my son I'll be right back. Bliss out. Did you really, John? Yeah, I want to talk about this in a stream. I want to talk about you quitting records, John. No. Yeah, I haven't quit, but it's been very focused. I will say that. Expensively focused. But focused. Yep. That's mentions it there. That's one of the instruments that I think he uses here. Yeah, temporo. Oh, okay, that would make sense. He's just listed as percussionist on this. What are we trading there, Robert? You got something to trade? I'm gonna give this a little volume. This one sounds a little quiet. And I will be doing another stream where I want to just sell records, to sort of sell records, you know, used records, just the regular run-of-the-mill stuff in the best of ways. Oh yeah, I had that at the beginning of the year, but that's kind of full already. Okay, cool. Yeah, one other thing, so a whole bunch of things I want to discuss, but I don't have too much time tonight. I'm not going to do the stream for too long. I want to invite people up to talk. I don't know if we can do it tonight, but I would like to have an open discussion. I am working on, like, kind of selling almost all of my reissues, to be honest. Like, when I say almost all of them, probably like 80% of them. Just because, I don't know. Well, I got to make room, number one. Number two, I'm just making decisions that I'm more excited, of course, as many of you are, by original pressings and earlier pressings, and the reissues are just kind of getting in the way. So I'll be shifting a bunch of those this year, probably this summer. Some good stuff for sure, and stuff I hope to probably then use that money to buy originals of, hopefully. I'm not trading any Sonny Chirac, no. I can show you a few Sonny Chirac records. They're sitting right there. I definitely am not trading any of them, though. So yeah, again, this is Maracaba. And again, I'm happy to take requests on this stream after. I'll leave it up. So it'll be out there. It's beautiful. I think the sleeve looks a little shitty. It's funny because the Baraka sleeve looks incredible. Like, the design on that is amazing. This isn't so good. And that one's on black, not truffle, but I think it's on black sweat. This one is on ear gong. So I don't know why that one's on ear gong, or this one's on ear gong and Baraka's on the black sweat, but so it goes. But if you love Baraka, you definitely would want to have this. And Baraka, I think, is out of print, or just maybe they're repressing it. I don't know. I've been trying to get more copies of that to sell here or to whoever, because I'm such a huge fan. Yeah, if you got Sonny Chirac, what ones are you trading? Ask the ages I am looking for. If you have that, I'm interested. Hey, Sean. Here's the other Sean. We were talking about you, Sean, earlier because we have a Sean here, and now you're here. A couple of Seans. So those are the ones I wanted to present, sort of solicit to you in that way. I have a few other things here. that are sitting around. If anyone wants these, I'll just throw them out there. I was saying to earlier to Jazz Bums Mike, I don't know if he's still here, but this is the UK jazz record I was talking about. This is an incredibly rare album. I have one copy of this reissue, which I think is gone. You can still get it, but I'm not 100% sure. And John, this is on Trunk Records. He thinks it's the best British jazz LP of all time. The big draw on here, I mean, Amancio da Silva, who did the Cosmic Eye record and also some other great, super collectible British jazz records. He's here with Joe Harriott, Dave Green, Brian Spring. But this is a 4-figure original on Columbia, so this is the reissue on Trunk. This one's a little more expensive, $30. If anyone wants this, let me know. It's the only copy of this I have. I think it's out. It's one of these things that I got from Forced Exposure that they filled my order. I must have ordered it at some point, and they got a copy in, and if they have a back order for you, they'll just ship it to you, so I got this. I would keep it, but I'm sort of going away from reissues. Call me crazy. I have Black Woman. I love it. I agree. Which one, Adam? I think John Sermon in general. There's a bunch of stuff on Duram I want to grab from him. Yep, I love that Lancaster. I'm also looking for Lancasters. Let them fly. They're gonna fly. Maybe into other people's hands. But anyway, if anyone wants this, let me know. This is a $30 reissue. These next bunch are $20 each if anyone wants these. These I've had for a month or two now. The Sam Imaginario, Brazilian. This is a live record. This is good. From 1976. This is the, yeah, this is a reissue. I thought for a second maybe it wasn't, but, or like, you know, I thought maybe it was an archival record, but it might be actually. Anyway, this is their live 76 recording. This is a bit on the Avance side, a little bit of sort of jazz rock, but Brazilian, of course. I have, that's $20. $20 for this Chuck Johnson, is a lap steel player. This is on the Vindi Select, I forget what it is, Vindi Select label that's distributed by Thin Wrist. This is all lap steel, sort of ambient lap steel. 20 for that. And I also have these two, Faust 3 and 4, the latest archival records from Faust, the great German group, of course. 20 for each of these. Email me. Get in touch. $20 for those. So, yeah, which ECM? Oh yeah, right. Those, the John Sermons on ECM are great and super cheap heat, I think. So that's where I'm at. As I said, we're listening to Maracaba, sorry, Maracaba. Yeah, he would actually end up working with Al Gromer Khan, who did some stuff with Popol Vuh, Bob Ruttman. Yeah, he would do a whole lot after this, but this is, like I said, is from 1982. Yeah, I just tuned in for that for a second today, Romuald, but I couldn't stay. Just during the day is always hard. But my work schedule is now different. For the summer, I have 3 days a week I work from home, so I plan to hopefully be able to do some day streaming during the weeks. Not until mid-August do I go. Well, mid-August we sort of ramp back up, but until mid-August I'm home 3 days a week, working at home. So yeah, my band, I was mentioned in it, that reminds me, I should tell you, my band Material Objects is recording an Electrical Audio. We booked the session in April with Greg Norman, who is the other main engineer at Electrical Audio. We opted not to work with Steve Albini just because it was a little bit more, and we just thought it would be somewhat of a distraction. I mean, we didn't all feel the need to do it, but we were hoping obviously to meet him and talk and just say hi. But anyway, that's not happening. But so yeah, it's been weighing pretty heavy on me in a way. So our session was scheduled for August, but they had to move us to October. So now our session at Electrical in Chicago is October 6, 7, and 8. Because obvious reasons, they had to shift Albini, a lot of his sessions he had, to Greg and to whoever else. So anyway, that said, I mentioned it to a few people that our session was in August, but it's actually now in October. Not too long before WFMU. Hopefully a bunch of you will be there for that. I know some of you will. Anyway, I'll probably go just a few minutes longer. I'm not going to be inviting people up tonight. I'm sort of pretty cooked, but like I said, I'm going to do another stream that's going to be more open-ended, and I'd love to chat with people. So yeah, and that's what Greg wrote to us. We wrote to him saying condolences, obviously, and he said, the studio needs to move forward, so it's what Steve wants or wanted, and it's going to continue. And so we're really looking forward to that session. Obviously, it's going to be sort of emotional in a way. So yeah, this has been Maracaba. That's just one track from it. We're making Sonny Chirac deals here. What else? Talking about this Humdono. It is good. I was tempted to just keep it, but I'll never be able to get the original. If you look this up, if you know this, it won't happen. But I don't know. I'm feeling less drawn to reissues as a whole. I only ordered a couple this year. I didn't get it, but I finally got a shipping notification for the Khan Jamal Give the Vibe Some. I did order that. So that, I finally got a shipping confirmation today, in fact. I thought I didn't order it from Stranded. I thought maybe I hallucinated that I ordered it, but I actually did. I couldn't find my confirmation order or anything, but I am getting that. But yeah, I'm just feeling less drawn to reissues, and it's costing me. And so I'm going to move a lot of them. I have, so far I've pulled 2 boxes worth, like 2 standard LP boxes worth of them. And that's just in like 2 or 3 of my genres. There's certain, when it comes to reissues, like most of my fall records are reissues with the exception of like 2 or 3. And I don't know that I want to rebuy originals of all those. So that one might be hard to get rid of reissues of. I don't know. We'll see. The idea is to get rid of a whole bunch, make some room, and then use that money to buy some real great first pressings. So we'll see. But I definitely will be doing a bunch of that this summer. Yeah, my 2024 video that I will do probably in June, before I go away on vacation at the end of June. I'm going to be up to, I picked out 24 records for the year. I'm going to be up to about 17. So I've really gone for it. And done well. I haven't overpaid for anything. Anyway, this is awesome. This is awesome. I streamed this again, last night. So if anyone wants this one. They are worth getting. I think Punked, Faust Punked, which was their lost record from the mid-70s that Virgin never released, is absolutely one of the top tier Faust records to me. These are all very good too. There's 4 of them. These are 3 and 4. These are the most recent on Bureau B. Yeah, this is special music. I hope there's more cassettes that Claus Weiss did in the early 80s that are on tape, so I'm hoping that's just going to keep coming. No, you weren't. Don't bullshit me, John. There's no chance you were. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to run the stream longer and get you up here. No, I'm not going to do it tonight. Another time. Don't bullshit me. You come on up. Because you're bullshitting me now. Yeah, this has been the 2 years we've been trying to make this plan. The problem is my kids do not want to drive down there. They do not want to drive. They say they do, but they're full of it. They don't want to drive they don't want to get in the car and drive 12 hours to North Carolina. I do. My wife does. Can I escape on a flight on my own? That's the question, Dave. Hey, John, I don't know how long I'm going to be hanging out here, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with all these reissues. I was going to put it out to the community as like, hey, here's everything. Here's a video of everything. And just people can cherry pick, or I can even make a list of them. I don't, the default thing I would usually do is sell them all on Discogs, and then whatever doesn't sell after a month, I'd bring them into Angry Mom and get credit or cash or whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out a way to offer them to YouTube, the vinyl community, in some way first. I think there's good stuff in there. Reggae I haven't touched yet for reissues. That's another one that I'm like, ugh, how am I gonna replace? So it's gonna be like, the only ones I'm replacing are records that I find are absolutely worth replacing with originals, and I'll have to do that when I can. The reggae is another one where, like, a lot of times the reissues kind of make more sense, but we'll see. I haven't touched the reggae section yet. I never lie, Alex. Or maybe you're talking about John. My son's he's turning 13 in a couple weeks, so he's getting there. Oh yeah, the Silva and the Hamdono. I am tempted to keep this because it is so good. Yeah, if you look up Amancio da Silva's, you'll see all of his records go from serious coinage, serious cashola, including that Cosmic Eye record. Anyway. So we've been listening to Maracaba. We had the Gastr del Soul box, Winged Wheel, the Handover, Sublime Frequencies, and the Jim White, Marissa Anderson. That's impressive. Steve must drive like a madman, though. I drive slow. I drive like an old man. I drive slow. I am. I only have one record, though. No. I will check it out, though. I did not get that. That sounds familiar. I can't wait. Oh, nice. Yeah, he did. This is still almost the... Yeah, here we get a little bit more of a drone sound on this. Yeah, so if you didn't get this, $24, email me. Or just send me a payment, I'll make sure you get it. I have copies. And I can get more. Yeah, I know. I was going back and forth with that with great Instagram seller, Smooth Sick Lights, who I now check regularly. Michael's his name. He's been selling great stuff. You should just look him up on Instagram. He's got plenty of people following him already, so it's not like I'm leaking anything secret here. Smooth Sick Lights. Every day he's sort of just going through his collection and purging stuff, and he's very fair with his prices. I've gotten two or three. Yeah, well, at least two on my list from for 2024, and then a few other big ones that I've been really wanting from him. So I was going back and forth with him about that record. I forget if he has it or he might have it, but we were talking about getting that reissue. Yes. Oh, right. That's why I saw it. Let me check it out. Black Truffle and Black Sweat, both great labels. Black Truffle is Orion Barchi's label, great guitarist in Australia. Black Sweat is, I don't know whose, but Black Sweat is awesome too. Yeah, there it is. I'm looking at it now, Sean. Looks, oh yeah, I did see this. Angry Mom Records had this here. Berlin 64 Lost Studio Recordings, Dagar Brothers. I missed this. It's out of stock. That's okay. Yeah. I will. I will ship the records. I want them out of here. It's taking up more space. No. Yeah, definitely, John. And check out Baraka. All right. If John's leaving, I'm going to wrap this stream up too. I sort of wanted to do an hour. We've already done an hour and 21 minutes. I know if, yeah, like I said, I want to have a discussion with, invite people up and shoot the shit a bit more, but tonight is probably not the best night for it, so. Alex, always with the one-liners. Oh yeah. Well, it depends. It depends, Adam. I mean, I think it's worth it, but I'm a big collector of like guitar records, especially experimental guitar records, primitive guitar, and that's kind of what that record is. It shouldn't be that much though, but yeah, the plane ticket's the issue. I think so. I don't know what it's doing right now, but I was happy to get that one. Yeah, I'm looking for that too. There's been a VG copy up on, somebody's selling a VG copy. I think it was Instagram, that looks or sounds pretty good, but you know, it's not cheap for a VG. So yeah, that Marzette Watts I was looking for in New York, didn't find it, but yes, I'm gonna close it. If anyone saw anything they like, yeah, there's obviously no pressure. I'm just trying to find a I'm trying to find a way to sort of, you know, just some support doing these videos. I don't really want to monetize things. And so this is one way to do it. But it's kind of risky because I'm buying these records. You know, I get them for wholesale, but I'm still putting in an investment on these. But I'm being very selective, so, you know, it's minimal risk, and I usually end up selling them one way or another. So, anyway. Thank you so much, folks. Like I said, I'll keep the stream up if anyone wants to check it out or if they want to see any of the things I played again. And just email me if you're interested. Alan, sounds good. Good night, Sean. Good night, all. Yes, I saw it. Thanks so much. And yeah, Sean, I'll be in touch. So, cheers, everybody. Thank you. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Wonderful long weekend. See ya.